So the Talk with Tukay is sponsored to you by Lash Talk. Now, if Miss Letter would please unblock my friend, we can go there and let her do her job. Please follow my friend. Let's talk, y'all. This is the best.
This video contains commentary and opinion based on public availability content. All statements made are alleged and for entertainment, discussion, and educational purposes only. We do not condone harassment, bullying, or target attacks on anyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
So they still on your eyes right now?
Yes, they are still on my eyes as we speak. And when we probably get off of this call, I'll have to put some more of that ointment on my eyes before I go to sleep and let it sit and try to remove them again in the morning before I go to work.
Woo child, when a beauty appointment goes left, the internet is going to know about it. Let's get into this messy lash situation, you guys. So according to these text messages, after getting her lashes done, sis says her bottom lashes was glued directly to her skin. Painful, right? Now, how she says even the lash shop told her to hit the ER, but the tech is not having it, talking about glue being fine is no other client complaining. Now, keep in mind, you guys. Now, here's where it gets messy. She even got the text name wrong, calling her Jasmine instead of Diamond. Child, that didn't help the situation. Now, was the tech being dismissive or just, defending her brand? Now, this is where it hit kick.
Premium set of lashes cost?
I feel like that's a set of cluster lashes, like a good set, could be around $100, but a set of individual lashes could be like anywhere from $150 to $200. Some girls even charging $250 for certain types of lashes, which I completely understand because when it's done right, it's an extremely tedious job. Like they're earning every penny, so I can understand that. But saying that she had her special going on and it was only $75. That's why I said you get what you pay for. It was cheap and they look cheap.
So you calling her cheap? Okay, I get it.
I'm not calling her cheap. I'm calling the work cheap. Okay. I'm not coming for her. I'm not bashing her, and that's something else I want to make clear. I don't want anybody from this stream to go and bully her. Like, I'm not saying this so she can get bullied. I'm not telling the story to bash her. I'm making people aware because the amount of people that have come to me today telling me like, yeah, I went through the exact same thing with her is absolutely insane. Because how am I the first person saying something and filing suit against this woman? Anywho, after I sent that last text, I sent her another video of my eye from the top lid showing where she glued those to my skin as well.
Right.
And I told her, at that point I was pissed off. And I told her, like, the top looks a mess when you hold the bottom lashes, when you hold the lashes down, by the way. All of it looked like it came from a chop shop. And chop shops are like the Chinese people that do lashes, and they are known for messing up people's eyes. Yeah. I told her I was very disappointed with my experience, and then I blocked her because I honestly didn't feel like hearing anything else that she had to say at that point. After I left the ER and I went to my ophthalmologist appointment in the morning, he numbed my eye. He looked at it, he numbed my eye, and he took out my contacts for me because I was too scared to take them out that evening. He took them out, and that's when I realized how bad the top was because I could feel it scratching my pupil. Like, I could feel it scratching it every time I blinked my eyes. And I was just in so much pain, so he went ahead and numbed my eyes. And he began to try to take them off again with Vaseline. And that was when you start using a medical grade adhesive remover because it's not softening up and it's not sliding off. So we're going to have you close your eyes. And they pretty much slathered so much of this ointment on my eyes, I couldn't even open my eyes. I sat probably for about another 20 or 30 minutes with that on. They came back and they tried to see if anything was loosening up. Nothing was. So they put a little bit more on there and they said, after this, if we can't help you here, we're going to have you transferred to another hospital. So at this point, I'm getting nervous because I'm like, I have to go to work in the morning. I've already missed a day of work and I love my job. Like, I don't want to miss another day of work.
You sound like you work in the medical field.
No, I work in human resources. But
yeah, okay.
I was just like, I don't want to have to get transferred to another hospital. It's getting late. I've been here all day. I'm tired. So I'm praying that it's coming off. So they put more on there and that did not work. At that point, she told me she was going to speak with the physician on the floor. And he came in, talked to me, asked what was going on. And he told me like, yeah, we're gonna have to transfer you because it's not much more that we can do for you here. So we're gonna transfer you to University of Chicago and see if they can help you out. That is when I made my original post, like my review of her and everything. Excuse me, of her services, not of her as a person. I made my review of her and I attached the photos and some screenshots, and then.
Now, do you think that the young lady was wrong for taking her grievances onto social media if she had already expressed it with her Lash tag, or was she just making the public aware so they don't have to go through this in the future? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, you guys.
As I look down at my phone, I see like she's laughing at every comment everybody's making. She laughed at the post. And
my fault.
No problem. She's like laughing at the post, and I'm just kind of. I'm like, I'm in pain. Like, you haven't reached out to even say that you're sorry. I had empathy for you. I didn't ask you for any money back. I told you what was going on. I didn't curse you out. And I blocked you after that. And I made an honest review of what happened when I went at your salon. You don't have a problem when anybody else is online praising you and saying you snapped on my lashes, but you think it's funny that I'm sitting up talking about I've been in the ER trying to get these lashes off, and you don't really care.
Right.
At that point, I wasn't super upset. And I was considering taking legal action, but I hadn't made a decision at that point. When they finally transferred me to the last they transferred me by ambulance, and they got me to see another ophthalmologist while I was there.
Wait, you
They
had to ride
used
in an ambulance?
Yeah, I couldn't drive because I had ointment all in my eyes. I couldn't see. The lashes were hurting. My eyes were swollen. So I had to go by ambulance because there was no way that I could drive myself there. Um, they transferred me, and they were attempting to he used another medical grade adhesive remover. That was not working at all. He didn't even bother with Vaseline, but that was not working at all. And he would try like every probably 20 minutes or so to come and pull them off, and it wasn't working at all. I was crying a lot too because I was in so much pain, and it's like Vaseline and tears and ointment running all down my face. Like it looked a freaking mess.
Oh man.
Hold on, because I can send you photos of that too.
Okay. So what happened to the eyelashes you had on there already? They gone now?
No, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So I was still trying to get them off, and it wasn't working. He was trying to wiggle them off, and it wasn't working. And as I'm like sitting there crying, my eyes cleared up. Me, I'm young. I love being on my phone. I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at my inbox, and some girl tells me, she's like, you need to sue her because she's trying to make a joke out of this. And my first thought was, not that, she was laughing. My first thought was that she was laughing at the post. Like, I already know she was laughing. She thinks this is funny, which is really insane to me. But not only that, something told me to go look at her page. The girl didn't send me what she had posted, but she told me she was trying to make a joke of the situation. So I went and I looked at her page. Diamond had decided she was gonna run a promotion and use my name
For the promo
as the
code.
promotion code.
Oh
Yes.
shit! She got that out my playbook. Oh my god. Oh.
She
This first, hold on, time out. This bad, G. It looked like you got like dried up crystals on your face.
Yeah.
And she probably laughing because she probably thought you couldn't see that shit, the promo code and shit.
Yeah, so she's laughing and she made that post, and I was absolutely disgusted. That's when I was livid because I'm sitting up in the hospital, the third hospital that I've been to within the last 16 hours. I've been getting plucked on, ripped on. My eyes have been numb 3 different times at this point. I've never had to have my eyes numbed in my life. My eyes have been numbed. They have dropped ink into my eyes and held a UV light over them to make sure that there were actually no scratches on my cornea or anything from the lashes scratching my eyes. And that was, thank God that that was not the case. But going through all of that with my eyes was extremely traumatic. And mind you, this is the same person that told me to wait until the next day to have them removed. Right. Absolutely not. All of this is going on, and if you know You do something wrong, you never know what can go
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm
I'm
glad you
not
didn't
gonna
go
sit
back to
here
her
and wait.
because she probably would have snatched them off, G.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna allow that to happen. So um I'm going through all of this and she finds that it's funny. Like she's making jokes. She's trying to run a promo off of my pain. You're trying to sit here and profit off my medical emergency that you caused. And this is extremely inappropriate at this point. Um, After a while and doing some research, I found out she was unlicensed. She's not only unlicensed to be running a business, she's unlicensed to even be doing lashes and eyebrows in the first place. It's illegal for anybody in Illinois to do any type of lash extensions, be that as it may, clusters or individual lashes. You cannot do them if you don't have a license. If you're not a licensed esthetician and if you're not a licensed cosmetologist, you cannot do lashes. She has neither of those things.
Oh my.
When I found that out, I immediately got on the phone with the owner of the shop and I told her, I did not wait. I told her, I am going to be reporting Diamond immediately. So you might want to get your ducks in a row because she doesn't have her license and she messed up my eyelashes. I've been sitting in the ER and I've been going to multiple different hospitals for the last 16 hours. And she's online cracking jokes about everything that's happening. And she
Listen, at the end of the day, this is a real lesson here. And the bigger, than the back and forth, your eyes and your health come first, you guys, as well as because cute lashes are a thing, but lashes will land you in the ER. That's a different, story, you guys. What would you have done?
doesn't care. So the lash owner told me, I apologize. She was, which is crazy because that was the first apology that I'd even gotten. Diamond didn't bother to apologize, not once. She apologized and said she had no idea. She lives in a whole other state, and I could understand that. But I did tell her, like, this is why it's very important to make sure everyone in your shop is licensed correctly, so you can't be held liable when something like this happens.
Right.
She told me to give her a moment and she'll call me back or whatever. She eventually did. We had a good chat and she let me know that she talked to Diamond and she told her to remove all of her posts, stop acting how she was acting online, and help me with what I was going through. Um, at that time, Diamond sent me a $15 refund for the bottom lashes that she did.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
She didn't say
Did,
anything else. She didn't apologize or nothing. Mind you, I only blocked her phone number. She still had my Facebook and she could still text me from another number.
Di-
Not that I wanted to be bothered by her, but it was still a possibility to get in contact with me if that's what she wanted to do.
She need a motherfucking PR, like some human resources or some over there, bro.
Yeah, so
$15 for real?
yeah, $15. But the thing about it all, I was never tripping about the money. If she did the work, if it was good work or bad work, regardless, she
She
did the
did the
work. So
work.
I wasn't hard out for, oh, just give me my money back, just give me a refund. I wasn't acting like that towards her at all.
I
I
know
even
I
told
get
her,
it, but
you're a mother.
to give me something that I'm not asking for, and then to give me very little of what I gave you, like that's a slap in the face too. You know,
Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt. Um, and she didn't say sorry or anything like that. So I was the last shop owner. She asked me to keep her updated, and I ended up telling her, like, yeah, of course, she's still posting, like she's still making the post. She even made this post as well, which I'm pretty sure was directed at me and everybody else that was give me one second.
in support
Me
of
and
you.
everybody else that was kind of, yeah, in support of me. And it said something along the lines of play pussy, etc., which is completely out of line. Like when you know what's going on behind the scenes, it's completely out of line.
Did you ever
I was
friend on his back or something?
and the way that she's acting towards me and how this all went down, I kept asking myself, like, did I ever do anything to this girl? Because it's starting to feel personal. Like all I ever did was tell you messed up, and then I wrote a review. So I genuinely don't understand why I'm being treated this way. It's really weird. I wasn't rude to her when I told her, you messed up. I didn't curse her out. I didn't call her out her name. None of that. So I sent that post to her salon manager, and she told me that she was going to talk to her again. So I guess at that point she had talked to Diamond again, and She had talked to Diamond again, and I wasn't really looking at my phone because they were back messing with my eyes all over again, and I was getting kind of irritated. Um, they kept messing around with my eyes, kept messing, kept pulling, and it was like very painful. And I'm talking excruciating pain. It's very painful, and I started to kind of like panic. Like I was crying, I was kind of hyperventilating, and the doctor offered me some medicine for my anxiety, and still gonna probably walk out of here with no lashes. And I was like just extremely saddened by this because I got my lashes done. Every girl gets their lashes done because they just want to feel cute. Like they want to feel good. And this has been a disaster since I left her shop. So he gave me some time to think about it, and I eventually ended up like instead of just thinking about it, I kind of got anxious and I got tired of sitting there, and I asked him like, can you guys just discharge me? I'm panicking at this point and I just want to go home. And he's like, let's try one more time, and then if that doesn't work, we can get you try again. And it was still hurting very, very bad. My eyes are swollen and it was hurting, and I'm just like, stop, I'm crying. And he stops and he's like, okay, do you want to try taking the medicine? But if you take the medicine, I promise you're not going to walk out of here with eyelashes. I can't guarantee that. And I just felt like at that point it wasn't worth the risk. I'm sitting here having a panic attack and I just want to go home. So they ended up discharging me and they gave me like 7 tubes of the that medical grade adhesive remover. And he made me an appointment to come back on Monday of next week. So he sent me home. My eyes, as of even right now, are still red.
So the lash is still on?
Yes, the lashes are still on. So that is 3 doctors, 3 medical professionals, and a lash tech who could not get any of these lashes off of my eyes. So I had people telling me, "Oh, you should just try this and you should just try that." If I couldn't do it with my home remedies, a professional lash tech couldn't do it, and 3 medical professionals couldn't do it, there's nothing that anybody can do to get these lashes off my eyes. I'm gonna have to wait the course out if I want to keep my own eyelashes. I ended up putting my own contacts back in, and it stopped it from scratching my cornea because it's kind of acting as a barrier. But whenever I blink, it hurts. Like it really hurts. It feels like I'm getting like a pinch on my bottom eyelash every time I blink. My eyes are still red, and I'm in a lot of pain. So I noticed that my post was like the traction was slowing down, and I didn't want that to happen because and again, not that I want any type of cloud.
So I'm like, okay, well, she's straight. But so they still on your eyes right now?
Yes, they are still on my eyes as we speak. And when we probably get off of this call, I'll have to put some more of that ointment on my eyes before I go to sleep and let it sit and try to remove them again in the morning before I go to work. So this is going to be an ordeal until either they come off or I go back to my next doctor's appointment on Monday and see if they can help me get them off again, which I'm really not looking forward to. But I have to do what I have to do. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. I called I called the lash salon owner, and originally the lash salon owner asked me not to report it to the Village of Oak Park because I told her I'm coming from every avenue that I can.
Yeah.
The IDSPR, the Attorney General, Small Claims Court, the Village of Oak Park, every angle that I can get Diamond from, I'm going to get her from. And that is a promise. It's not a threat at all.
Well, you guys, before we wrap this up, let's talk lash safety because situations like this are exactly what matters. Your eyes are sensitive and the wrong products or untrained hands can cause real damage, you guys. So, one, always ask your lash tech, is they licensed and certified? Check reviews and photos and past work. Avoid techs who work in unsanitary environments. Never ignore pain, burning, or swelling. That's not normal. And if something feels off, seek a licensed professional to remove the lash safety. Keep in mind this content is for commentary and entertainment purposes only. We do not promote bullying, harassment, or hate. All claims are alleged. And always do your research and seek professional services from licensed professionals. So remember, cute lashes should never come to the cost of your health. Stay safe, stay beautiful, and as always, let's talk, you guys. Keep it up for the next time. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again.